Have you ever heard of Cathy Mitchell?
Hi, Cathy Mitchell here with my new Dump Dinner Cookbook.
I bet a lot of you have probably seen her infomercials. That's kind of what she's famous for. She was like a TV personality who wrote a bunch of cookbooks, which actually I sort of collect, weirdly. I've been slightly obsessed with her for a long time because I find her to be fascinating and entertaining.
This is pita bread, and it tastes almost exactly like pizza crust.
Her whole thing is trying to make like cheap, affordable, quick, and easy dinners for families, which is an admirable goal. She's done some like cooking appliances, various different sort of cooking gadgets, stuff like that. But what she's most famous for are her dump cookbooks.
Now just dump and bake for full meals in minutes.
Yes, dump cookbooks. This is a classic. Quick and easy dump dinners. Another example is dump cakes and more. The basic concept with her recipes is that these are dishes that generally only use one sort of casserole dish or pot or pan. And the recipes are designed so that you have just a few ingredients that you literally just dump into whatever this pot or pan is, and then just cook it. So there's not a lot of prep work or anything. It's just literally dump and cook. I've been checking out her cookbooks for a while now, but have never actually tried any of her food, and I finally decided that it's time to do so. Specifically, what I want to take a look at today are some of the pasta recipes in dump dinners, but I'm not going to cook them myself. I have a better idea. So, I have all of your ingredients here that you need for the first dish.
So, what I have in front of me is some ground beef. This is Italian dressing.
It's Italian dressing seasoning.
But for me, it doesn't make any difference. By the way, and here we have some shredded mozzarella. Here we have some ricotta cheese. Here I have a jar of marinara sauce. Here there is a package of penne lisce, and I don't know why the brand decided to call them mostaccioli.
Yeah, the recipe called for penne, so I couldn't resist mostaccioli pasta. So based on everything you have here in front of you, what do you think you're going to be making?
Okay, we have meat, we have sauce, we have ricotta, we have cheese, pasta, it's pasta al forno.
Baked pasta?
Sì.
See,
Why you're laughing?
It's hard to explain because you're sort of right and you're sort of wrong. What you're going to be making today is lasagna.
And where is the lasagna? How can I make a lasagna without lasagna or make a lasagna with penne?
Well, see, this is called a skillet lasagna.
Skillet?
Yeah,
So
you're gonna cook lasagna with penne for some reason in a pan.
So it's not a lasagna, it's not also pasta al forno, I don't know what it is. Heat a medium skillet over medium heat. Add the ground beef and Italian dressing packet. So this is a fat-free recipe, I don't have to put any oil, nothing.
It says nothing about adding oil to the pan.
So just the meat,
Yeah,
like it is.
yeah.
Sugar, because how we can make sugar in a plate of pasta? Sugar, salt, sodium citrate, garlic, onion, spice, red bell peppers, carrots, xanthan gum, maltodextrina, parsley, ware gum, natural flavor, soy sauce. No salt?
Well, there's salt in that packet.
Ah yes, it's the second ingredient, after sugar. Cook until beef is no longer pink. Add water and pasta.
It already looks really delicious. It looks great.
It doesn't look great, Harper. It doesn't look great. And it doesn't smell great. When you cook the ground meat, ground beef, whatever, because you want to make a sauce, The smell of the soffritto is one of the best smells in life. Here is that. Bring to a boil and reduce the heat to medium-low. Cover and cook for 10 minutes until pasta is tender. There is no salt. It is weird, but the cooking time is okay. Add the sauce, stir in the cheese, and eat through. Okay, which kind of cheese is this?
So yeah, you gotta add all that.
All
All of it, the whole jar.
Then cheese. Look, I'm not going to try this thing. I'm not, no. To everything in life, there is a limit. And here, I reached my limit.
This is just the first one.
I don't care, it's like my
There's much more to come. I'm sorry to inform you.
I reached my limit already with this. I'm not going to try it.
This is the one I thought you might like the most.
What, Arbor? I'm feeling sick.
Why? It looks great, Ava.
It doesn't look great, Harper. Do you want to try it? I don't.
Don't you feel like you're back home?
Absolutely not, Harper. I'm in the
Sunday
hell.
lunch.
That is my hell. I'm trying to mix it. What is the more I mix? Oh my god. I thought that I saw everything in my life in all these 4 or 5 years, but no. Oh no, here we are touching little that. Sure. And now what I need to do is like it's...
You just gotta heat it and then serve it. It's basically
Okay,
ready to serve.
But look!
I know.
How? How?
I mean, at least it looks like a lasagna.
No, it doesn't look like a lasagna. It doesn't look like anything edible. It's the first time in my life that I'm sitting in front of something and the only thing that I want to do is run away. It's really...
Not the first time. You've wanted to run away many times before.
I want to run away. I understand, and it's like this, maybe. And the way it smells and the way it looks,
It does.
believe me,
It does smell.
bad. Very bad.
You know, it's yeah, it's
And it looks even worse.
I really don't get why it's called lasagna. There's nothing about it that even remotely resembles lasagna. And it's kind of weird because if you're making like dump and bake recipes,
At least bake it.
like also lasagna kind of works for that. Even though it's not the best way to cook lasagna, you can, if you have a liquid enough sauce, just layer in raw pasta. And so you could easily in a casserole dish just like dump some lasagna things and bake it and it would sort of work. I don't know why this is the lasagna, but so I got both forks and spoons because I wasn't sure which was more appropriate.
Because that's so super, because I'm sick, so I need a spoon. No, cioè.
All right, shall we try it?
Do I have a choice?
Anyway, you put all of this time and effort into making this. You should at least try it. No, try, you know, get some of the sauce, get some of the meat.
I can't eat the pasta, the penne with a spoon. Since when? Since when the penne you eat with a spoon?
Yeah, get in there.
No, but I understand. I need to take a little bit of the sauce.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, buon appetito.
No, non è buon appetito, Arve. Also you can.
No, it's really...
Also you can. One thing good there is. Actually, she nailed the
cook time of the pasta. Yes, the pasta is perfectly cooked.
The cook time of the pasta. The pasta is perfectly cooked, is al dente. And for this, I can tell her anything bad. But for all the rest, even, I don't know, it's like even a miracle can save this.
It's pretty rough.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
It's sweet, acidic, no salt, no flavor. You have all these elements that they are not combined in between them, so you don't really understand what you're eating.
Can you imagine if this was like just a good bolognese sauce with just a good sofrito, some just normal tomatoes, not a jar of Prego sauce, which just has that awful, awful taste of...
With a real Parmigiano,
Yeah.
with some good cheese.
Yeah.
In this moment we were enjoying it's like
It'd be really good.
Okay, so off to a great start here today.
Well, maybe you'll like the next pasta a little bit better. Cathy Mitchell dish number 2. Can you guess, judging from this array of ingredients I've prepared for you, what you will be making today?
So what we have here is fettuccine.
Not real egg fresh fettuccine, the like store-bought fettuccine, which for reasons that you'll see soon, I'm pretty sure that's what she means.
Garlic powder, our beloved Italian seasoning dressing, a cup of white onion chopped, this amazing shredded mozzarella, and here we have petit diced tomatoes in juice, so cubed tomatoes in juice. Here we have some cooked sausage, I assume they are pork sausage, and here we have some chicken stock.
Now, just to give you a clue, you need all of that.
All of
The
this.
whole thing.
This actually is the element, the ingredient that doesn't make me really understand what I'm going to do, what I'm going to cook, because until here I can imagine, but what this has to do with all the rest, actually I don't know.
Does it help you figure out what you're doing if you know that you need 2 bags of chopped frozen spinach?
Even less, Harper.
You're going to be making something called Italian fettuccine pot.
Bring the stock to a rolling boil in a large pot. Add the pasta and then the tomatoes, spinach, onion, garlic powder, and seasoning. So we need all the package, right?
The whole thing. And before you put it in, she specifically says that you need to break it in half.
Something that it should be banned from in all the 1 teaspoon.
Yeah.
This.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
Yeah. Because how we can miss our Italian seasoning?
Well, then otherwise it wouldn't taste Italian.
Certo. So do you know what it looks to me? Like that big pot of like the wizard. It's the same. Cioè. Can I stir?
Yeah.
Questa è una sbobba, Harper. So this is worse than a mappazzone. If you call this a mappazzone, it's a compliment. È una sbobba. No salt, nothing.
Nope.
Like that.
Nope.
No oil.
Nope.
No butter, nothing.
Nope.
Una sbobba. Oh. Cover and boil for 1 minute. Reduce the heat to medium and continue cooking for 15 minutes, stirring every 3-4 minutes. The smell is unbelievable bad. And I'm very sad. But food makes me sad. Smells so garlic. Another good smell of garlic. The best smell of garlic.
It's the smell of garlic powder.
It's terrible. It's like something unbelievable disgusting.
So I guess this one is literally meant to be a soup.
Soup?
Look at it.
I understand, but how can you eat this in a soup?
Well, that's why she has you break them in half.
But still too long.
So you're saying that Cathy Mitchell should have had you break the pasta even more.
At least go big or go home. You know, we have also in Italy, we break the spaghetti when we eat, for example, the soup, but we break the spaghetti like in pieces like that you can actually take with a spoon, but not like that in an half. When the pasta is cooked, stir in the cooked sausages and cheese. So the one before looked very bad. But this look even worse. Mamma mia. Even if Harper, you want to give me $1 million, I'm not going to try it.
You've got to try it.
Ma don't, Harper.
What if it's really good?
Ma non è possibile. You don't eat just with the mouth, you eat also with the eyes. You eat also with the nose. Cioè, here is like the mouth, the nose, and the eyes, they are completely destroyed. Mine are on strike today. Yeah, it's ready! È pronto, a tavola!
This is an actual soup. The other one was soupy.
No,
This one is a soup.
This is not a soup because a soup you could eat with a spoon. I challenge you to eat this with a spoon. You can't eat with a fork because how you take the sauce. If you're willing to eat it with a fork, it's not possible.
Okay, I'm starting to regret
No,
this.
it's like the regret. In my opinion, you should be the only one who tried this.
It's just fettuccine just in like
What?
water. All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
With what?
Let's do this with a
So
fork.
not really with a fork?
Yeah, we'll eat the pasta with the fork.
But then you don't try the sauce with a fork.
What am I supposed to do? Buon appetito. No.
You prego.
No, that's bad. That one's bad.
I'm so sorry, but it's like, you swallow?
Yes, I swallowed. Thank you. Yes.
And it's not even for human consumption. It's like, my opinion.
It sort of tastes like if you cooked just pasta, bland, without any salt, in like the leftover water in a sink after you've washed the dishes. You know what I mean?
No,
You've never tried that before?
no.
You don't know what that tastes like?
No.
It's what I imagine that would taste like. Like just sort of dirty water that has scraps.
Harper, you are not helping me. I already have in the nose the smell of the garlic that will never go away.
All it's missing is some soap, which actually might improve the flavor.
Maybe,
Some
yes.
dish soap. That one's really bad. I thought the last one was bad, but this makes the last one actually seem...
Star Michelin. Like the other one was Star Michelin compared to this.
Okay. I've got one more. And it's...
I'm divorcing. So guys, pasta grammar ended here because I can't take another thing of all this.
Okay. Third Cathy Mitchell dish.
I don't see any sauce. I don't know what is this.
That is vegetable oil.
Vegetable. Olive oil.
No, vegetable oil. So here's the thing. In order to make this particular Cathy Mitchell dish, you need cooked pasta, whereas everything up till now you used raw pasta. However, we are going to cook the pasta according to Cathy Mitchell's how to cook pasta instructions.
Okay. Bring water to a boil.
No. No salt.
I got the pasta with salt.
Yes, no salt.
Add pasta and cook until done according to the package direction.
I think you're actually broken.
See, I am, Harper. Today I am. So you're laughing. I feel sick and you're laughing. Drain. Toss with the oil and allow to cool. Allow to cool what? Pasta? When cool, store in plastic freezer bags in 1 or 2 cup portion. Store in the fridge for a week. You have cooked pasta for a week. When needed, you can either eat the pasta for a minute in a pot of boiling water or toss the pasta in a skillet dish to reheat. This I can't do that.
Okay, now we're ready to actually cook the dish.
So what we have here is cooked pasta without salt
And cold.
and cold. Shredded chicken. Here we have chunky blue cheese dressing. We have some Tabasco, a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, and this is cream of celery.
Condensed cream of celery soup. I actually had never heard of that. I still don't know what it is, but that's what it called for, so that's what I got.
My first thought, looking at all this, it's cold pasta, so you're making a pasta salad.
Not quite. What you'll be making now is a buffalo chicken casserole. You like buffalo chicken wings, right?
I love buffalo chicken wings, but I don't know what they have to do with this. Preheat oven to 350 degrees. Spray a casserole dish with cooking spray. Combine everything except for half of the shredded cheese in a large bowl.
What is it?
I don't know
what it is.
I don't know. You asked me?
What does it taste like? Taste it.
No. No.
I'll taste it. Oh, you're gonna love that.
Cement. It's cement. Oddio. Oh, mamma.
On the plus side, this is the first one that isn't super watery.
Because maybe it's super dry, so dry that it's glue. Pour mixture into casserole dish. Top with leftover cheese. Bake for 25 minutes until casserole is hot and bubbly. 25 minutes are gone. As you can see, there is no bubbles involved because this pasta is so dry that how can get bubbling? I don't know. But this is the result. This is the last one.
I promise, this is the last one.
Because I can't really handle a fourth.
I know, I've pushed you beyond your limit today, I think.
This needs to be the last one.
Now, credit where credit is due. This, out of everything we've tried today, looks the best.
It's not so difficult. It's not that it takes a lot.
It's not like the first one was really soupy and I don't think it was supposed to be. The second one looked like pasta floating in garbage water. This at least looks like...
This looks like a little bit anemic because it's pale.
Yeah. But you can imagine, like, if you didn't know, you might think that this was like a good pasta al forno made with, because you can't really tell that there's chicken in it, maybe made with like a bechamel and some good cheese.
In my dream.
The smell does give it away a little bit, but...
See, the smell is pretty acidic.
Yeah, very sour. I think it's the cream, well, also the
Tabasco.
That's what it is. It's the vinegar and the Tabasco, yeah. Help yourself. Take as big of a piece as you'd like.
I was going to tell you, help yourself, Harper, please. Okay, so.
Oh yeah, now I really smell the Tabasco.
See, it's like...
It wasn't very much that you put in and it barely changed the color at all, so I was expecting it to be like, oh, it did nothing, but I really smell it.
Actually, when you have a pasta al forno, the smell that you have is more fatty. It's like that cheesy, fatty, beautiful, amazing smell that you start rolling while the pasta is still in the oven. Here is pretty salady.
Salady?
Salady.
Make sure you get some chicken.
See, Arbor, don't worry,
I have
don't worry.
to oversee your
No,
bite
don't worry,
selection
don't worry.
here.
It's like...
Buon appetito.
Comes
You
later.
okay?
It comes later.
What comes later?
The deep flavor of this pasta.
The aftertaste, you mean? Yeah, I think the cream of celery soup is what you are partially reacting to at this moment? I told you you were gonna love it.
May I have some water before I talk?
Here you go.
Thank you. Now,
So what do you think?
when I took my bite, the first taste that you have, more or less, I don't want to really say cheesy because it's not that you really taste the cheese, but it was that soft. Then, as soon as I started chewing, it came out the vinegary taste of, I assume, Tabasco.
Well, it's kind of a combination. It's a combination of the blue cheese dressing, the cream of celery soup, which is also very kind of sour and acidic, I would say, and the Tabasco sauce, which is basically vinegar.
Actually, maybe the best part of this dish is the chicken.
This dish has pushed you to actually praise the chicken in the pasta over everything else.
If I need to rank them, my 3 experience of today, this win, I like the best.
This is the best out of all
This
of
is
them?
the best. This is like the best. We are talking about
I know.
something that doesn't make you puke now or something that makes you puke in 10 minutes. So this is number 1. Then we have
The lasagna.
that one.
Yeah, by far the worst was the fettuccine pot.
That is like the taste of the death. If the death has a taste, that is the taste.
No, I agree with you. This looks the best and resembles food the most, I would say. If you just changed out the ingredients, if you made some substitutions, I know that you will never like pasta and chicken together, and I get that. But if you imagine this where instead of like just some like store-bought blue cheese dressing, you used like gorgonzola cheese, or you used like a bechamel sauce and like
And
actual
some salt.
good cheese and some salt. That would
Some
be good
salt.
too.
Maybe you skip the vinegar. Maybe you skip the sour celery thing.
Yeah.
So if you just make a proper pasta al forno, yes, it can taste better.
And that's also the thing is that like just a real good pasta al forno. We have a whole video on how to make pasta al forno. I'll put a link up here. It's one of the simplest, quickest, just like, crap, I need a family-sized meal in a hurry. And it's so easy to make, and you can use good ingredients that are not any more expensive than buying the stuff you need for this. And it takes just as much time. It's like you could just make a real pasta al forno.
I know, Harper, I know. Don't tell me. I know. By the way, it's like this book is something.
It is something. It is. The book that I really want from her, but I cannot find a copy.
It's not a problem, Harper.
No, the book that I really want, I think it's called Eat This Book. It's called something like that. The entire book is made out of big sheets of like parchment paper, cooking paper, and on the paper is printed just like pictures of different ingredients, like it'll be like Brussels sprouts and fish and whatever and tomatoes. And you just take the sheet and you put the ingredients where they're supposed to go. And then you just wrap up the paper, stick it in the oven, and you have your dinner. That's the one I want. I can't find any copies because naturally the book self-destroys. So there are probably almost no new copies out there. I love Cathy Mitchell. I love her infomercials. She makes me laugh. And I thought that this would be funny to try her recipes. And I didn't expect it to be like great food, but I thought that they would be kind of funny and creative and whatever. And
Creative is no problem. It's like no doubt that they are very creative.
honestly though, this ended up being much worse than I was expecting, and kind of sad that this is, was a best-selling cookbook. I get that people often don't have time to spend a lot of time in the kitchen and cook, and I get it. You've worked a long day and stuff, but like this can't be the answer.
No, also because if you think after a day spending working and you go back home and need to eat something like that pot, it's not pretty comfortable, pretty fun. There is something better.
Yeah, I mean, you cook a lot of things that are pretty fast and easy to make, and even like most of Cathy Mitchell's recipes only use one dish or like their one pot recipes, and they use really simple, common, and affordable ingredients. They're almost like you could call them Italian dump recipes. God, that just doesn't sound good.
No.
I'm sorry.
This came out really bad. It doesn't sound good. The Italian dump recipe doesn't. Let's find a name for them, but like dump recipe.
What if next week we came back and you shared some of these Italian dump dinners?
Let's say that we will come back.
We'll think on the name a little bit more. Maybe if you have any suggestions for a better name, leave it in the comments below. But until we come up with something else, we'll be back next week with some Italian dump dinners, easy meals, on a budget, no stress.
And good.
And oh yeah, and good,
Because that's
and really
okay.
good.
No stress, not this, that's all okay, because also this, they weren't stressed and all that, but...
Quick and easy and good.
And good.
So tune in next week. We'll give you guys some quick and easy and good dinner ideas. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it at least as much as Ava did. This is normally the part where I say, if you try any of these recipes, don't try any of these recipes. Don't.
And if you try, don't tag us.
Don't tag us.
It's not our responsibility.
Speaking of one pot or one pan recipes, here is a pasta grammarian who made a great example of one, pollo alla cacciatora. Oh man, I'm thinking about pollo alla cacciatora after everything we've eaten today, and it just seems like just heaven.
4-star, no 3, 4-star Michelin. It seems 4-star Michelin.
Oh, so good. Thanks for trying the recipe. It looks delicious. All right, guys, we will see you next time with some Italian dump dinners.
There are people who bought this book.
#1 best-selling author, Cathy Mitchell.
Wow!